is undecided whether or not he's coming or not. So we'll see.
Well, I could sing for you if you want. You want me to sing for you?
I told you last week nobody wants to hear that shit.
It's the Sports Nerd Show. Well, this degenerate is still trying to get all the hockey cards.
Oh God, you're too.
I only got one more pack to go, bro.
Hi guys, how we doing? We are live. Yes.
Hello.
You do not adjust your screen. It's just the two of us for now. Ken will be joining us later.
You are recording this, right?
Yes, we are recording this. It records automatically, John.
I know. I should have known.
Ken will be here eventually. He's at a meeting, and hey, Brett, he'll be in a little bit later. Eliot is
Brett.
Down for the count. I don't know if he's going to make it or not. We'll see how it goes. John is in the middle of opening his Tim Hortons cards.
Bro, I got another Sidney Crosby. That's the second Crosby gold card. So I have two Sidney Crosby golds if anybody needs it. Just saying.
Okay.
Look at that. So out of those 6 packs of cards, I only got 2 cards that I didn't have.
Okay. All right.
Well. So this is my degenerate collecting that I do now. So every time I leave the house, I go to Tim Hortons. I get at least 5 packs. I come home and I get all depressed because I spend all that money and I don't get a damn thing. Brett, your sister's photography was amazing today. I'm just saying.
Her photography. I didn't know she was.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
She was at the Jets game.
Hello, Katie. Good to see you.
Hi, Katie. She got some close-ups of Cole and Steph.
Wow.
Hi, Katie. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Katie, just bear with us. Ken's on his way. He's in some kind of meeting. He'll be here shortly. Eliot, I've sent him the link. If he wants to pop in, he'll pop in. But he's still kind of sorted down and out for the count for the time being.
Hello, Facebook user.
Mr. Gallo. Mr.
Gallo. Hello, Ron Gallo.
Mr. Gallo, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to click connect your Facebook account to Restream by clicking on the link I just put in Facebook chat. Hey, Clarky. That way we can see your name in the stream chat. You're just a Facebook user for the time being.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Man.
Did he send those to you directly, or did she send it to you?
No, Brett said it to me. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know his sister. Like, damn,
dude. I don't know these things.
Yeah.
I don't know, Katie. I'm assuming it's for a church thing. I'm not sure.
Why is this just zero? Okay. What is this?
What are you doing?
Oh, because the Oilers game is on. I'm playing it in the background.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Receiving count, recovering count. Well, not today. They're not recovering. Yes, Mr. Gallo, that worked. Good job. Thank
Perfect,
you very
Ron.
much
Welcome
for your cooperation. Just as an opening segue, Ron. John has been buying these cards at Tim Hortons.
The Tim Hortons cards. Ron knows. Ron knows. He's in Canada. He understands what this means every year.
Yes.
So they do these promos every single year. So Ron, I don't know if you're collecting them, but I just got 2 gold Sidney Crosbys. So if you need one, let me know. I got them, and I also have the photo finish Sidney Crosby. So today was a Sidney Crosby thing. The problem is I already got all those cards. So I have 2 Sidney Crosby gold etchings. If you need them, Ron, I can send you my checklist of the cards I need. So, this is all my doubles. That is all my doubles.
You need an intervention, John. You need an intervention, I'm telling you.
This is all because of Splinterlands. Splinterlands has done this to me. I'm now like this card collector all of a sudden. Like, it's massively depressing. The amount of money that's just sitting right there. You got to remember, you only get 3 cards in a pack.
Right.
And that's probably 50 packs right there worth of cards. All doubles. So I have no life, but that's okay.
Obviously not.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
Mm-hmm. It's for the kids. It's for the kids.
So I wonder why our normal crowd is here and what they're expecting to see from you.
Oh, I know what I'm expecting. I'm here to absolutely talk smack about your god awful team. That's what I'm here to. I want to hear this, and Clarky is just going to be loving it. Like whatever, man. You go ahead. We'll save the Bills propaganda for later. But dude, what the hell is wrong with your? Well, I know what's wrong with your team. I know exactly what's wrong with your team, but no one wants to listen to me.
It's not. You think it's Baker?
I guarantee it's Baker. He's not the answer. And he's going to sign a big fat ass contract for the Browns, and they're going to be screwed for a decade because they won't be able to sign anyone. It's crystal clear on see, as a Bills fan, for the first couple of seasons, we were just oblivious to the sugar high Josh. We were like, oh, he's just a rookie. He was shit. He was crap the first couple of years. You can't be objective. But as someone outside looking at the Browns, it's been a carousel of like the players Baker Mayfield had when he was a rookie to now have been insane. When Josh Allen started, his receiving core was Zay Jones and Kelvin Benjamin. When Baker Mayfield started, his receiving core was Jarvis Landry and OBJ. He's not the answer, man. And when the Cleveland Browns wake up to that fact and don't sign to that big E, when they don't sign to that, I'm glad he's here because he's just gonna smack talk you too. No, he will. He agrees with me. I know he does. When they finally understand that, when they accept that, the Browns will move forward. But Baker Mayfield is not it.
Let me ask you a question. Did Baker Mayfield play defense today?
He played a good defense, and he showed up. I mean, it's.
Did he play defense for the Browns today?
Okay, what happened? Weren't the Browns supposed to be this stellar defensive? Like, what did you guys sign Jadeveon Clowney and there's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. And this was from you saying this at the beginning of the season. On paper, you always said that. There was always a disclaimer. Yes, on paper. But you had stellar secondary. You had probably one of the best front four in the AFC at least. Yeah. There's no excuse. I don't know much about your linebacking core, but
our defensive line is the interior, and that's where Belichick attacked was the interior. He also attacked Myles Garrett's side with the screens. The screen pass killed our defense today. I don't know how many screens they threw, but it seemed like every other play they were throwing a screen pass and they were getting big yardage on.
No, Clarky, I can. The Patriots are good. The Patriots are good. The Patriots are a real threat to the AFC East. Definitely. 100%. And it's a lot easier for me to say that now without Tom there. Like, if Tom was there, I'd be pissed off at the world. But the Patriots are good. And the Patriots almost put up a 50-burger against this supposed superior defense that Cleveland Browns.
You're talking, we can't hear you, so you might want to check your audio. You can't see either.
I hear fuzz.
Say again?
No. What?
There you are. I can hear you, but you're seem like you're far away and you're really soft.
How about now?
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah, man. Buzzy though. Sounds
Turn
buzzy.
this up a bit. Hang on.
Buzzy.
It's good to have you on the show again. Now we missed you, buddy.
Yeah, man.
How about now?
Well, much better. Much better.
Okay.
I'm assuming the video not being on is by choice. That's what I'm assuming at this point.
Yeah,
That's okay.
At the moment it is.
At the moment it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, Belichick, who's better at game planning against teams than Belichick at this point? There is no better coach that's out there that can game plan. And Belichick attacked every weak spot. He attacked the linebackers. He attacked the interior defensive line, and he allowed Myles Garrett to get upfield before releasing those screen passes. Both sides of the ball, whether he was on the left or the right, or no matter what. and it just tore us up all day long. And Katie, in answer to your question, Baker was responsible for 6 points today. Agreed. Baker is also banged up, and I'll get into that in just a minute. But just a total overall lack of effort on the defensive side of the ball today. And the offense couldn't get anything going because the offensive line, for a change, broke down as well. Baker didn't have any time. I mean, they did get schooled. Yes, you're correct, Brett. They got schooled.
Well, can I chime in on that? What
Absolutely, Eliot.
What Brett just said.
Yeah,
they got schooled by a rookie.
Yes,
this guy ain't no freaking rookie. Okay.
No, he's not playing like one.
He came in hands down the one quarterback that was NFL ready from the start. Okay. People predicted that.
Yep.
Matter of fact, Joe Montana said the other day the 49ers made a mistake grabbing Lance instead of Mac Jones. And who's going to argue with Joe Montana?
Obviously, the 49ers front office did.
You know what I'm saying? Well, obviously, 49ers front office is a bunch of fucking morons.
Well, Jones.
Excuse my French.
Yeah. Mac Jones has shown all season long that he is the real deal, and John
he's growing into his role. And,
yeah, he is.
And the thing that's helping him right now, I think, and I mean, you can agree or disagree, is the fact that Bill Belichick is dialing that defense up.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and they showed it today.
And they're starting to put some people in check on defense. If they can do that,
hey, Nosy,
and Mac Jones stays consistent, they're going to be a threat. Not just in the AFC East either.
No. John knows that the two best teams in that division right now are the Bills and the Patriots.
Well, the only two teams in that division are the Bills and the Patriots.
That's true. That's true too. That's true too.
By the way, the Mike White experiment is over with.
Oh, wait! Didn't you hear him? I was just putting that all on social media today. You know, like I deserve to be the number one overall pick.
That's going to be a first-round draft pick. Now, that's the number one overall. But
in the year that Baker Mayfield got drafted, he said he should have been the number one pick, not Baker Mayfield.
Is that Mike White got drafted in that same draft class?
Yeah, he got drafted. He was that year, basically, and
along with
sometimes
Jackson and
sometimes your words can come back to bite you.
Yeah.
His words came back to devour his ass. Not just bite him. It just chewed him up and spit him out. Because that was about a moronic thing to say. And what he did today, oh my God.
Brought back down to earth.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, congratulations, Nose.
Congratulations, Nosy. The Lions
on not going 0-17. Congratulations.
Guess who's less nervous after today? Zach Wilson.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah. Did you see? I don't know if you guys watched the broadcast. Of course I did because it was Bills. But he was sitting there on the sideline adjusting his hair. I shit you not. He's sitting there like on the camera and he's like touching the top, making sure his little stupid Wall Street bets fro thing that he's got going on.
Who?
He's just Zach Wilson. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's sitting there touching his hair when the camera's on him, making sure
Isn't he from BYU or some shit?
Yeah, he's from BYU.
Yeah. That's a BYU thing, dude.
Nosy says, congratulations on the Bills remembering how to play football.
Listen, Jared Goff. Okay.
Jared Goff.
Not to remember how to play football when you play the Jets.
Yeah, Jared Goff.
I know, and that was the best possible scenario for us to get that stinker last week and then go right against the Jets. Jets are just awful, man, and I'm here for it.
Listen, Baker. Besides dealing with
don't sign him. If you're gonna sign him, don't sign him some stupid massive contract. I know.
He's defective. First of all, now he's
got an echo going on. I think it's
officially defective.
Yeah,
okay? And he's not worth any major long-term max contract at this point.
They will pay him. I guarantee
because
you.
The bottom line is that, in all honesty, he's not a great quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. he came on, big bang out of the gate. But see, in the NFL, when you're not really, really good, shit catches up with you eventually. The rest of the league will catch up with you. And that's what's happening with Baker Mayfield. I understand he's injured.
Yeah.
But you know what?
And he got
He's
injured
not doing his team. He's not doing his team any favors going out there and playing that way.
No, and I'm in big favor of sitting his ass down for at least 2 weeks so he can because he's dealing with
Look, you
right
guys are
leg
about
injuries,
to be,
left leg injuries. He's dealing with an ankle injury.
You guys are about to be out of the playoff picture before long if this keeps up. Honestly, once that happens, you guys should shut him down.
I agree.
If you plan on keeping him or signing him or whatever it is that you guys are going to do with him,
doo-doo.
Shut him down. If not, go back and draft another quarterback.
Jesus God.
But see, this is the problem: is that the Browns are not going to be awful where they finish, top 10 pick.
Don't forget, Cleveland could have had Josh Allen.
Oh, they could have had Josh Allen. They could have had Lamar Jackson.
The current regime is not the regime that drafted Baker Mayfield. The current regime didn't draft Baker Mayfield, and they inherited him, and they wanted to see if it would work. And I wasn't sold on him the night of the draft. I've been a fan of him. I've been supporting him the last couple seasons, but it's waning.
I just think
because a rookie quarterback today outplayed him. He was outplayed by a rookie, and
no, he was
outplayed
by a better quarterback. I think Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield.
He was today.
I think all around. I think all around. And the thing is, it's coming back full circle to you, Scott. You had you basically almost had a heart attack the night they drafted Baker Mayfield.
Yes, they did.
And now he's coming back full circle because it was warranted for you to feel that way. It was nice in the beginning, but the honeymoon's over, dude.
Yeah, the honeymoon is over. Last week, you know what? Despite their performance last week, Baker was very mediocre last week. He wasn't a great quarterback last week. It was the defense that won that game. It wasn't Baker.
Does anybody agree or disagree that Baker might have been part of the problem as to why Odell couldn't be Odell?
No, Odell, you know what? And it may be Baker's inexperience, but Odell makes up his routes as he goes along. He'll adjust his route to something that's not in the game, that's not in the play call. And that kind of screwed with Bray Baker's head. And that
so Baker doesn't know how to adjust on the fly.
That seems to be the problem because I've yet to see it.
Because did you see the billboard in Cincinnati?
Yeah, I did.
I thought that was classic, dude. Even though Cincinnati turned around and got their ass whooped.
Yeah.
But that was classic, dude. And it describes Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, we'll see how Odell does.
He's not an accurate passer, dude. Yeah, he's not.
We'll see how Odell does tomorrow night with a veteran quarterback and see if
you better watch out. He's going to lose those Progressive commercials.
Yeah, I saw those.
Who's he with? Geico, Progressive?
Yeah. No, Progressive.
Okay.
But today was just, we got out-coached, outplayed. Belichick out-schemed us. He played to our weaknesses, and it paid off. It was just terrible.
I think John said it at the top, dude. It's showing that Cleveland was not as good on the field as they were on paper.
Yes.
Because, like he said, you were hyping that defense up like it was going to be the monsters of the Midway, 85 Bears, dude.
Yeah, no, I didn't. No, come on, I wasn't hyping.
You were pretty big on their defense.
You were, dude.
You were pretty big on. You were talking, Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett.
Yeah, we got Hill and we got Johnson and we got this guy.
Yeah, Hill got hurt pretty bad today. He had to go to the hospital for a neck injury. He had movement in his extremity.
You know what? Yeah. You can sign all the names you want. If there's no chemistry, there's no chemistry. Plain and simple. And right now, that Cleveland defense and it just looks confused.
Well, they looked good last week. They shut down Joe Burrow and Lamar Chase. I mean, Chase was pretty much ineffective last week. I mean, he had the most targets and most catches, but I don't know that he
Burrow's been on a bit of a slide lately.
Well, first against the Jets and then against the Browns, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No,
But I mean, no, I mean, I'm not a fan of signing. I was, Katie. You are correct. I was excited, but that's because
you're right.
But you got to also have to understand coming off a season where the Browns made the playoffs for the first time in God knows how long. They won a playoff game in Pittsburgh. They went toe-to-toe against Kansas City in the divisional round. They should have won that game, but they didn't. They let Chad Henne beat them instead. So I'm coming off a high in that season thinking they're going to progress and be even better this year. Well, they're worse now than they were. They're worse now than they were last year, as far as I'm concerned. They're worse. They've digressed instead of
well, that's because the quarterback has regressed from what he did a couple years ago. Injuries, aside, again, the league has caught up with Baker Mayfield, and they know that once you rattle him, his accuracy is in the toilet.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what teams are doing. They're rattling his ass. And when he's playing with that thought of injury in the back of his mind,
and I think that plays into it too. He's got so many different injuries, whether it be the shoulder or the leg or the knee. Today he got his knee dinged up. He had a knee contusion, and he's got an ankle issue. So I mean, he's pretty bruised up, and I would not be against benching him at least next week, especially against the Lions, where it's the Lions. Sorry, Nosy, but it's the Lions. Then again, Pittsburgh almost lost to the Lions today, so I don't know what that means. After they beat the crap,
they almost won too.
Yeah, after beating the crap out of us 2 weeks ago. You know what, Clarky? At one point in time, Stefanski needs to stop worrying about putting Baker in those types of plays. Baker needs to be able to adjust on the fly and be able to make plays in order to be a franchise quarterback. I mean, you see it.
Hey, Bill, Bill, you must have saw my meme, yo.
You see it with guys like Russell Wilson, with Mahomes, with Aaron Rodgers, with Josh Allen. They're making things happen. Okay, Baker is not making things happen. If he gets pushed,
why is it working? Why is it working in some of the, the culture of the Patriots is Bill Belichick, right? Like, if you don't do what Bill says, you basically will sit on the bench or get cut, and it's his way, and that's it. So if the players don't buy into the system, it's a moot point, right?
Right.
Same type of culture is being built in Buffalo with the guys that Brandon Beane is drafting and trading for, and then Coach McDermott, just the way he is. And it's a culture. All of the players buy into it. I don't think the Browns have bought into anything. I just don't. What's their identity? They're supposed to be a defensive juggernaut, right, and then they're not. They have all of these weapons around Baker. They have amazing tight ends, superstar, they did, wide receivers. They got the best backfield in the damn game.
Yeah.
Why isn't he? They have Wyatt Teller.
They have no chemistry. They have no chemistry.
Oh, stop. They have plenty of chemistry. It just
where's the chemistry? Tell me where the chemistry's at.
Yeah, all right. I don't know.
Their offense stinks, and their defense. I mean, come on, seriously.
Well, I'm not going to make excuses.
Live with it, dude. Live with it. They're bad.
Well, Brett, first of all, please learn how to spell. There's
Arizona doesn't have 3 A's in it, by the way.
Yeah, and Wares has an H in it. So I mean, yeah. So slow your fingers down. I'm as guilty as anybody of typos, but learn how to spell.
Hey, the only thing more of a sideshow than OBJ is your spelling, dude.
Yeah. Katie, the lack of chemistry with Odell Beckham and Baker was all on the field. They were friends off the field. They were really good friends off the field. But because Beckham was making things up as he went along when it come to route running, that's what screwed with Baker's head, and that's where the lack of chemistry came in because Baker didn't know.
You see, now you're gonna put
because he expected to put
now he's the scapegoat. OBJ is the scapegoat.
Now you're gonna put the impetus on OBJ when everybody's actually pointing the finger at Baker being the problem.
And Stefanski for being the wide receiver killer.
Exactly. Okay. And that's what happens when you got a dual backfield that does everything, but you don't have a receiving core that's cohesive with their quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And that is your demise. Why? Because once Nick Chubb got hurt, once Hunt got hurt, there went that explosive backfield. That backfield that was the best in the business.
The best.
Is barely hanging on by a string.
The best.
And in the meantime, they did nothing to address the fact that Baker Mayfield has no chemistry with his receiving core. Period. Because Jarvis Landry would probably be a better receiver if he had a better quarterback.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he would. Yeah,
okay.
I agree.
And I'm sorry, but
it's just frustrating because
Odell would probably excel if there were a different quarterback. Hey, Odell did it with Eli. Come on now.
Yeah, but you know what? Odell had his issues in New York too. Well, he had his issues in New York, but you know what? It's like they said with Odell, he needed LA. Okay, he needed to go to LA because with him, yes, he is a sideshow, but you know what? He's a sideshow that sells. And when you put asses in seats, that matters. Okay. And I'm going to tell you right now, I would not be shocked if Odell comes in, rises to the occasion with Matt Stafford as his quarterback.
I will not be surprised at all. Because Robert Woods is hurt. So you have him and Cooper Kupp now?
Yeah. You got Cooper Kupp, Odell, and Van Jefferson. Those three are it now. Okay. And they're going to start probably doubling up Kupp more because Woods is out. They're going to think that they don't need to double OBJ. But guess what? We're talking Matthew Stafford. And if he can make receivers great, if anybody can make them great, it's him.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think Cooper Kupp's a better receiver than OBJ is at this point.
I'm not saying that he is or he isn't.
Right.
Cooper Kupp's a better receiver than a lot of receivers in the NFL.
Right.
Okay, but I think you just got a hair up your ass when it comes to OBJ, and I get it.
Oh, no, I really don't.
Because people either love him or they hate him. Plain and simple. There's no in between with OBJ. Come on now. And I swear to God, I hope he goes into LA and racks it up. Just so we could finally put the old Baker Mayfield bullshit to rest.
I don't think he is either, Bill. I don't think he is either. But, you know, I've never been a Beckham fan. But I don't know.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
But he ain't washed up.
No, he's not. I think that the Rams are the best possible place for him.
He's in the right situation, dude.
Yeah.
He's got the right quarterback, the right coach.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to be the star. He can be the wideout too. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's on the, you know, when Robert Woods was there, he was wideout 3, or Van Jefferson wideout 4. I mean, you know, it's
he's going to be wideout 3 now for at least a couple of weeks while he learns the playbook.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're going to be throwing some gadgets. They're going to be designing some packages for him and taking some deep shots for him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to get him in the mix real quick.
Yeah.
Odell still got skills. He just hasn't had somebody to throw him the ball. Whether he changes routes or not, it's up to the quarterback to adjust sometimes. Okay? That's what makes a legit quarterback. When they can adjust on the fly. If you can't adjust on the fly as a quarterback, then you got no business quarterback. Plain and simple.
Yeah, if he fails in LA, then he's washed up. Because he's got every chance and every opportunity to succeed in LA. He's got a great organization,
I think
a great quarterback, and all that stuff. So
I want to compartmentalize that and say if he fails from a locker room perspective, That I can understand.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do it on the field, then that's just going to show that his talents have regrets.
So I'm pissed off. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. And on that note, I'm going to let it go to John. He can do his Bills propaganda because I'm just disgusted at this point.
As well, you should be. But look at the bright side.
We'll get Detroit next week.
There's always next season.
Yeah. Always next season. It's been next season since 1999. Get the hell out of here. Anyway, go ahead. Circle the wagons, Mr. Olson, like Katie just said.
Oh, it's time to blast the Bills. Okay. I wasn't here last week for the Jaguar humiliation, so
yeah. Hey man, look, I mean every team needs a stinker. Once a season, I think every team needs a super stinker.
The game where the real Josh Allen showed up.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, we deserved it. But then again, I mean, he was running for his life. I mean, we had two starting O-line guys out last week. Still no excuse. It was just it was painful. They were underprepared, and it was the kick in the butt they needed.
He was running for
so, look what happens now. We have our O-line guys are back. Josh just went ballistic. Stephon Diggs had a huge. Our O-line, our rookie was piling over dudes.
Stephon Diggs had a 2020 game today. These are the games he was putting up in 2020.
Yeah.
Almost every week. 30 fantasy points. You know what I'm saying?
They just need to keep feeding him.
They just spread it out. It's not going to always be Stephon Diggs. Some days it'll be Sanders. Some days it'll be Beasley. You know what I'm saying? But
even Gabe Davis had over 100 yards this week, quietly. Like no one even paid attention, but he had 3 catches, 110 yards or something like that. I mean, it's like you said, it's spread out, and that's the offense.
One thing that the Bills game showed me is how screwed up fantasy football is these days. Because how many people have probably plugged in and out Devin Singletary and Zach Moss all year, hoping that they would blow up in a football game?
Especially against the Jets. Yeah.
Yeah. And who was it that scored today?
Matt Breida. Yeah.
Twice.
Well, no, actually every running back scored.
I'm just saying, but Matt Breida.
But yeah, Matt Breida, right. Yes.
Seriously? Yeah, you're right, Derek. Fantasy football has been a nightmare this year. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I have never, ever in 20 plus years of playing fantasy football been this bad. I mean, I'm in 6 leagues and I don't have a winning record in any of them. Never, ever, ever has that happened to me before. But it just seems like the players that you used to be able to count on, you can't count on anymore because the game is just being played differently for some reason.
And most teams have running back by committee. 5 years ago, you knew you had your bell cow. Now you don't have them anymore, right? I mean, Jonathan Taylor's the exception to the rule, but other than that, that's an outlier because CMC is supposed to be your bell cow. He gets hurt all the time, so you invested a first overall pick for many cases, right? That's totally shot your season.
You guys ever watch Fantasy Live on the NFL Network?
No, I never have.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, with Fabiano and all them.
Yeah, with Rank. Adam Rank.
Andrew, right. Adam Rank. Yeah.
The one segment that helps no one.
Yeah.
You ever seen that one?
Oh yeah.
There have been more that helps no one segment or plays this year for people catching touchdowns and scoring from nowhere. No, it doesn't look good for Aaron Jones. You're right, but that's about the story of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was about to ready to trade Adam Jones, and I pulled back, and now he's probably done. So
who?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron today? Packers?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah.
So with
this is why I never
injuries, I think the bye weeks too. They've got too many freaking bye weeks. Too many.
Well, they got one bye week a year.
No, but you got it over 9 weeks
now. As far as fantasy is concerned, yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah,
it's over 9 weeks. That's ridiculous. RBBC,
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And again, a lot of vulturing going on.
It's almost like the coaches know that fantasy. They don't care about fantasy numbers. They want to stick the guys in just to screw people. I know.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it's frustrating, but I mean for the Bills situation, just like you said, like I put Singletary in today because it was like, dude, it's the Jets. They're awful against the run, the worst team against the run. Like no problem. Now he did okay. I mean, he got like 50 yards or something like that with a touchdown. So whatever, respectable numbers. But the fact that Breida got 2 touchdowns.
Breida was still in the NFL, dude.
I know. But so I listen to all the post-game stuff, right? I listen to the Buffalo radio stations, and they're all like, oh, this is how we got to move forward. The 3 running backs. I don't care if we only get 17 touches. I don't care who gets it, but we don't need 150 yards from our running backs. We just need to – and I get it. I understand that argument. I would prefer – that the Bills had a stud running back. I think that's one of the missing pieces for the offense. But I'm, pulling teeth now.
How many teams ultimately succeed without having a balanced attack?
Not many.
Can you name? No. Can you name? A handful.
Well, yeah, Kansas City's one of them. They haven't really had a dominating running back. They haven't really had a balanced attack. It's been mostly through the air.
Well. I wouldn't say that because when Damian Williams was there, he was running his ass off. You know what I'm saying? So Damian Williams should have won the MVP when they won the Super Bowl, not Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? So they've had a running back there. I'm just saying it's very hard. How many Super Bowls did the Eric Coryell win? None. Why? Because they were all pass and no run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't always win that way unless you got the most explosive defense on the field.
Yeah.
You just can't win that way.
So I'm assuming you're pleased with the overall performance today, John. Glad to get back in the win column in a dominating fashion.
Dude, and we needed to. I mean, again, we talked about it earlier, but the Patriots are right on our heels. I mean, it's they're playing great. So, yeah, we need – and this is the games that you're supposed to win, right? I mean, they say that all the time.
You said it right. You said it right. Because you know what? Buffalo wasn't going to lose today. But if they would have played a close game like they would do with Jacksonville –
right, yeah.
People would have started questioning. Even if they would have won. If it would have been a game, people would have started questioning.
And let's be brutally honest. I mean, they scored 17 points, but – that was, first of all, it was garbage time. Their last touchdown, all of our subs were in on defense. The other time, like, I'm not going to be Mr. Complain about the refs, but the Josh Allen interception hit the freaking ground, but they called it an interception. There was like a fourth down holding call that was just totally phantom. So the refs kind of helped the Jets out get those points. So the 17 point. Let me just talk about the Bills' defense for. Can we have a moment of appreciation?
Let John have the floor and go off on his.
Can we have a moment of appreciation for the freaking Bills? Like I was talking to Scott in Discord today, and I just said elite. That's what I said. Yeah. Every single defensive back in the Bills got a pick or a takeaway this game. Let that sink in. Every defensive back on the Bills got either a pick or a takeaway. Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer are the best safeties in the freaking league. Period. You can't tell me, find me. I will fight someone. Find me a better safety tandem. They finally decided to throw a long bomb to Tre'Davious White. What did Trey Day do? Picked it off. Even good old Levi Wallace got an interception. Micah Hyde got a takeaway. A strip fumble when they were right on like that before the end of the half. They're about to score, and Micah Hyde just comes and rips the ball out. And I'm just saying, Christmas present. Anybody listening? Micah Hyde jersey, probably a 2 or a 3XL. Perfect. I'll send you my mailing address.
Yeah.
So
whatever.
Buffalo Bills elite defense.
Derek's comment on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I totally get it, and I'll tell you what, the only reason he got drafted that high was because 3 letters, LSU.
And because he can catch balls out of the backfield.
He came off that championship team looking like the ultimate running back. Like hands down, you can't go wrong drafting this guy because he does it all.
And he's been nothing but injured since.
Right, because people seem to forget that a guy that size chances are he may not hold up in the NFL the way you can in college.
Right.
Because in the NFL, they hit a hell of a lot harder. And they come at you a hell of a lot faster. Okay? So, yeah, I could see where he was right. If Swift or Taylor, who knows? Kansas City might still be in the mix.
I got a newsflash. No one gives a shit about Kansas City. No one. Who cares? Mahomes is overrated. Except for Brett. They're overrated.
Oh,
and the league has figured them out. So
I just want to ask Brett a quick question if he's still here. Where's all those crickets you were talking about last week? Did you see the post he put in the thing, Scott?
No, what did he say?
You didn't read the post where he was talking about where's everybody at now? Why they ain't talking no shit now? Blah 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 blah. Thanks for saving my seat. I'm gonna be in first place again. Blah blah.
Jesus, God.
His team might not score 100 points this week.
See, Brett, this is what happens when you talk shit in fantasy football.
You open your mouth. You open your mouth and you insert that foot. Right now, he is. Let me see. Let me tell you where he's at with points. I haven't seen anybody score less than 100 points in a 13-team lineup.
I'm with you, John. That Bills defense is elite. I'm with you on that one.
Freaking elite.
It's suffocating. It's suffocating.
Oh yeah, that defense is there. Yeah, there's no rival to it.
And I am a Micah Hyde fanboy because actually I did at one point in time.
He's an Ohio kid, isn't he? He's from Ohio, I think. He went. Pretty sure. I think so. He is.
Yeah, I at one point had him on my team too. So because we're playing that version you hate to play. Yeah. Now see, Bill's he's a Patriots fan, but now he's saying he likes Clarkie is saying that he likes the Patriots. And then Nosey comes up and says, "Listen, don't talk shit about my KC boys."
He can't even spell Kansas City. Dude, he can't even spell Kansas City.
He has to go KC.
Yeah, he's from Fostoria, Ohio. See, I know my Ohio stuff.
So right now, Brett has 56 points. And he's got Darrell Williams, Tyreek Hill, and Tyler Higbee left.
He's got 56
He needs those guys to score 44 points, or else he's going to finish under 100.
Nosey, you Google that. I'm just saying.
To finish that way, a week after you talk so much trash, dude.
Oh, poor Brett.
You need to find a hole to hide in because
he is such a brunt of all of our jokes.
I got a feeling your word must come back to haunt you.
It's okay.
We pick on Brett. Brett, we do love you, man.
He's got a freaking Super Bowl win, right? I mean, his team's got a Super Bowl win, so he,
True. He's got one more than you or I do, John.
Hell yeah, he does.
He's got two more than you or I do.
They didn't beat my team. Kyle Shanahan beat my team.
Well, yeah, but you got, but you know what? You got the 80s to lean back on, Eliot. So at least you got that going for you.
So if I lose this week, I will go into first. You know what? I wouldn't even doubt it, man, because you know what? You could lose in this league and wind up in moving up.
It's been weird.
You know what?
Has been weird.
When it comes to fantasy, left is right is left, up is down is up. Nothing is normal anymore. Nothing. Nothing.
Where's Ron Gallo? Is Ron still here?
He left.
Did he?
I think he popped in for a minute. He's gone.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Yeah.
But anyway, Buffalo. they got to stop playing down the team's levels. That's basically all it is. You know, they played down to Pittsburgh's level in the opening game. If you look at their 3 losses,
I agree.
they played down to the team's level.
They play to the team's level. They do all the time. All the time. They wanted to get into a shootout with Tennessee. That's not their game, right? They played to the Steelers, and we all see how great the Steelers are, you know. And then the Jags. They played the Jags game, and that's I said this last weekend.
It was a trap game. You said it was a trap game.
Well, it's a trap game, but they played to the level of the team. And what they did this week was they played like the kings of the AFC East that they should be, and they crushed.
Well, Jacksonville's got a little bit better defense than the Jets do, but that's
absolutely.
It's hard to say though because New England did the same thing to the Jets. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, absolutely. But I don't think the Patriots are suspect. I think they're good.
Hey, we can't use the Jets as a measuring stick. Under any circumstances, we cannot use the Jets as a measuring stick for anything. No. But
that's a miserable franchise, and I'm
you got
here for
6-3 now. You got
6-3. Yeah, or 6-3. Yeah. And the freaking the Ravens lost too, right? Like, I mean,
the Ravens lost to Miami, dude.
Oh, I'm here for it, bro.
As Marty McFly would say, to Miami.
Miami.
That was beautiful. I mean,
man.
Smothered Lamar Jackson all game long. I'm here for it.
Talk about a trap game. You know that Baltimore thought they were going to go in there and do away with Miami.
Everybody did.
Jacoby Brissett, hello. But you know what? They did nothing. The only one that really had any fantasy value that game was Mark Andrews. Even, what's his name? Jackson only scored, 18 points?
Yeah, Lamar didn't have a good game at all.
No. And Miami just, I don't know. Man.
Yeah, that Katie brings up that play. The non-TD catch that was illegal. That was just classic. It was hilarious, and that's.
Oh yeah, have you seen the like?
You're gonna make an NFT out of that picture. I'm telling you what, man.
The helmet.
NFT for life.
The new Dolphins helmet has the silhouette of the guy.
Yeah, and they put that like a wrap on their elevator. And it's that picture in the Dolphins facility too. That was just back with the ball. What was funny was the guy knew it was an illegal catch, but he still ran for the end zone after he caught it. That was great.
Hey, you only get one time to shine when it comes to being a lineman, man. When you're on national television and you're a lineman and you got your hands on the ball, you running for the end zone. It doesn't matter. Make it look good. And as a matter of fact, he made it look really good when he dove all sideways. He actually got in. He broke the plane.
He crossed the plane. He did. You're right. Yeah.
So, you know what? Whether it counted or not, you can't take that moment away from him. That's his ESPN moment. Exactly. That's his
Wow. So I don't know where Fosteria, Illinois, Ohio is. Maybe you do.
Fosteria, Ohio?
Fosterio, Ohio.
Never heard of it.
Rashad Bateman. Yeah, he's going to be the number 1 receiver in Baltimore before long.
What's the connection with Fosteria, Ohio, John?
Well, that's where Micah Hyde is from. Oh,
is that where he's from?
It's outside. It's in between Fremont and Findlay.
That doesn't tell me anything.
South of Toledo. Looks like about.
Oh, so he's on the west side of Ohio.
20 miles south of Toledo, give or take.
He's west of Cleveland.
Yeah. There you go. I knew. I'm sorry. It's Micah Hyde time, right? I love me some
There's
Micah.
That beautiful face you've been waiting to see for 3 weeks. What's going on, brother?
What's happening?
We missed you, man. We missed you.
It's been a minute. Yo, man, that TV too shiny, ain't it?
Shiny, happy people holding hands.
Do that. Good night. Adios.
Yeah. So it's Micah Hyde time. Go ahead, Micah Hyde.
I'm good. I'm just saying. I know Katie had him first, okay, but I was always a fan watching the Packers, and then when he signed with the Bills as a free agent, I was like, this is the dopest, awesome, most incredible free agent signing we've ever had in the franchise. And I know, Mario Williams, this, that, and the thing. Oh, look at all those Terrell Owens came to the Bills. Like, no, Micah Hyde signing to me was
Micah doesn't have his own cereal yet.
Micah doesn't have his own cereal. No.
That's what receivers, that's what receivers be saying. Hey, Micah, get off my hide, man.
Yeah. I'm a fanboy. I'm an absolute fanboy of that guy. He's got him and Jordan have got to be Pro Bowlers this year.
That was a big snatch taking him away from the Packers.
Yeah, man.
Micah
Who's better,
Micah
Micah or Micah Parsons?
Which Micah?
Well, yeah,
but Micah's better. Honestly, I think from a trajectory standpoint, I think Micah Parsons will be much better than Micah Hyde. But as of right now, Micah Hyde's got credentials.
But it's different position, right? I mean, a safety and a linebacker. It's totally different positions. Like,
it is a different position. But you know what?
I get the Micah Parsons love.
Micah Parsons hasn't put in Micah Hyde time yet.
Yeah, he's got half a season under his belt, right? Like, I mean, he's, I know you weren't Clarky. I know you understand.
You're never looking for an answer, Clark. That's why
you're one of the few Patriot fans that actually understands.
That's why there's always a question mark behind it.
I was gonna say, if you don't want an answer, don't ask the question. I'm just saying, I mean, we're one of those rare shows that follow our chat on the right, which happens to be more active than John's shows are.
Well, it's because you never come to my show. I support you and come every week. You never even show up. None of you guys do. Not even Nosy anymore. Nosy doesn't even come to my shows anymore. That's okay.
I should come just to cause trouble.
That's okay. I'm just talking about life-changing stuff, things that, I talked about a year ago that's now worth $300,000 and stuff. I'm just talking about life-changing cryptocurrency and stuff every single week. No one wants to come and learn about that. Thank you for listening. It's okay. I understand.
Nosy. You see what Nosy says? It's kind of boring, to be honest.
It takes it.
F you, Aaron Rodgers. I just wanted to say that.
Pretty close.
Yeah. You missed. We had the discussion last. We had that discussion last week, and we were pretty much all on the same page. In comparison to last year, Aaron Rodgers hasn't been that good. No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
And
you're right. It's not everything. Crypto is, Nosy.
And that's been hurting Devontae Adams and Jones and the rest of the team.
He had 15 points today in fantasy points.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers has never been a fantasy elite quarterback.
No, but he gets you to 25, 30 points a game and have Devontae with 30 and Jones with 20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now,
I saw you try to double dip on me today with those two on your roster, Eliot.
Dude, those guys have been on my roster since day one. How did I try to double dip you today? I did it last game too.
Here comes the fantasy guru putting his 2 cents worth. He says he disagrees. He thinks Rodgers is a fantasy stud.
Who?
Derek.
He's been a fantasy dud this year is what he's been. Goes out and gets COVID.
He's been decent. He's like Eliot said, 20, 25 points a game, but
no, he's not even doing that, dude. He's not even.
But I mean, over his career, he's been good, but he's never the first quarterback.
You know how many? But he was racking up points last year like crazy, dude. You know his chip on the shoulder year where they drafted Jordan Love and that pissed him off. Okay,
yeah, that's why he was so good last year. That's why he was so good last year.
But this year he got all, celebrity Jeopardy and this, that, and the other, and growing his hair so he could look like John Wick.
Yeah, he looks weird, right?
It seems like he's starting to lose his freaking mind. Is what I'm thinking. People are starting to wonder if he's all upstairs anymore.
Yeah. Derek comments from 2008 to 2014.
From 2008 to 2014. My point exactly.
Yeah, what's he done?
And even in recent years, he had good years. But you could always
7 years ago.
You could always count on him to have Jones and Adams big in the scoring columns.
Now imagine if Green Bay invested in, I don't know, offensive weapons to put around him.
I didn't say no. All right. He said no. He's being specific. We said he's saying he claims that we said he's never been elite in fantasy.
In my opinion, he's never had it. Like, he's never been the first quarterback I've ever targeted in fantasy, ever.
Oh
ever.
Yeah, there were years where he was considered.
Yeah, there were years.
Really?
There were years that sometimes he was number one overall.
There were years I was mad I didn't grab him.
I said he's been really good. He's been good. He's been a solid, like Eliot said, 20 to 25 points a game. Guaranteed. He was money in the bank. But you always wanted, like last year, it was Patrick Mahomes was what everyone wanted. You know, like Josh Allen this year. It's so. Oh, thank you. I just got someone telling me I'm the man in Discord. Well, I know that, but thank you.
I mean, even this year, but he was averaging like right around 26 points a game between games weeks 2 and 7. But then came the Arizona game where he only scored 17.5 points. And then today, 15.4 against Seattle. Why? Because he didn't practice all week coming off of his COVID.
No.
Okay. And he comes in all, cold off the streets, and he's just not there. Who would have ever thought you see such a shitty game between Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers?
I would have been better off playing Trevor Siemian today than Aaron Rodgers. How's that for
Dude, seriously.
Yeah.
I wasn't convinced that Aaron Rodgers.
And I pulled Siemian off my roster and put Aaron Rodgers back because he was back in the lineup. I should have kept Siemian in.
Can you guys help me with?
You can't.
Sorry, go ahead.
Bill, you can't beat yourself about starting Russell. Beat yourself about starting Russell Wilson
or Aaron Rodgers
because it's who you're supposed to start.
Yeah.
Remember, the famous saying, if they're playing, they're in your lineup.
Yeah. What do you need help on, John?
What are you going to say, John?
I this is just complete ignorance on teams that I don't give a rat's ass about. But who's the quarterback other than Cam Newton? Who was that guy throwing under center? Who was
PJ
that?
Walker?
I don't even know. Who was it? Is that who?
He was big in the XFL.
He was the only survivor to make it to the NFL from the XFL.
Bro, I'm sitting there thinking, that's not Cam.
No,
that's
PJ
not number
Walker.
one.
No, they only put Cam in it in goal line.
Why though?
Word has it, Sam Darnold's done for the year. Okay, with his injury, and if Cam completes the season with Carolina, he'll be the starter in 2022.
Well, Cam supposedly is going to start next week.
Because he needed to get acclimated.
Right, he needs to get up there because he only signed him on Thursday.
You don't come in cold off the street.
They put a couple plays in for him this week so he can get in there. So Cam's probably going to start next week.
So, like I said, if he completes the season with Carolina, it's been said that he'll be the starting quarterback next year, Darnold or not. So Darnold may be on the chopping block again.
Well, Sam Darnold is showing that the Jets weren't wrong and letting him go, which is the first for the Jets.
Nope. He had a nice 3 games, but that's about it.
I don't know, Bill Clark. That throw he threw today for the touchdown was pretty accurate, pretty much right on. It was pretty decent. I mean, granted, it was a 2-yard pass, but still, I mean, it was a left. It was a right shoulder fade, and the guy he pulled it in. It was a good pass.
Burgers. Sorry. Yeah. If Nosey's still here, you understand.
No, he can't. I think Medea throws better than he does.
Ken's not here yet. It's getting close to 8:30. I'm surprised. He wants to do some Dallas propaganda. How about the Bucs losing back-to-back games between their bye week? Did they lose?
They sandwiched their bye week between 2 losses. Huh?
Yes. John doesn't care. He just don't care.
This is the no one cares thing.
I don't know. Washington. Who knows?
Katie was commenting today that she'd said that the WFT actually looked good.
Well, WFT looked like WFT was supposed to look from the beginning of the season. A solid defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which they haven't had at all.
Right.
Their defense has been putrid, to say
Yeah,
the
but
least.
Chase goes down with a torn ACL today.
Yeah, but you know what? The defense got better after he left.
Agreed.
So, again, it's all about the hype. And when you
Talk
hype
to the
something
show.
so much, when you hype something so much, you set certain expectations on it. Like you hyped that Cleveland defense.
Yeah.
And they probably read your press. Oh, yeah, we're invincible. We're going to be the best. Yeah, you can't do that. Because until you get on the field, you can have all the chemistry you want on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
But until you get on the field, it happened. So
Tom Brady threw 2 picks today. Only threw for 220 yards.
Well, he didn't have his receivers either.
Well, Mike Evans had two receptions for 62 yards, one of which was a touchdown. The other one went to Cameron
Godwin was
Brate.
playing hurt, right?
What's that?
Godwin
was
was
kind of
hurt.
injured. Yeah, Godwin was kind of injured. Yeah.
And AB is out. He doesn't have
AB was out.
Gronkowski, even though
Gronkowski
Brady
was out.
touched him.
Yeah.
So yeah, all his weapons.
Fournette only had 47 yards rushing. I mean, he had almost as much receiving. He had 45 yards receiving, but I mean, it was.
Hey, if you lost Mike Evans right now, he'd have the same receiving core he had in New England.
So I mean, and Heineke had himself a day. 26 of 32 for 256 yards, a touchdown, no picks. And that last drive of the game, he went 80 yards and put it away with it, and they put it away with a touchdown. With less than 30 seconds left to go in the game. At this point, they did not give Brady enough time at the end of the game. It's one of the few teams that's done that this year. So, yeah, I mean, hats off to Washington. They played a good game. They beat the world champs.
Well, I think they kind of fed off what they did last year in that playoff game.
Yeah, Brady's press conference lasted all of 58 seconds before he walked off, by the way. He was not a happy camper.
Well, I wouldn't have been either. Shit.
So.
What?
Which game? How about? I mean, Carolina goes into Arizona and beats Arizona in 30
Bye, Clarkie.
to 10. See you, Clarkie.
Well, you know, Colt McCoy had his one good game last week, and he showed up. The real Colt McCoy showed up this week.
Yep. And he got knocked out of the game, too.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about the...
And some guy that they picked up at the YMCA came in. What was his name? Stebler or Stu?
Yeah, he won a Grey Cup.
Oh, well.
That doesn't take much.
Hey, John, you know who this guy is? He won a Grey Cup.
Never heard. I've never watched one snap of the CFL in like 5 seasons.
Yeah, his name is Chris Strebler.
Strebler, there you go.
Yeah.
Never. Never heard of him. I don't watch the CFL at all. But I got to shout out, talking to the CFL, I got to shout out Duke Williams for his return to the CFL. He caught a whole bunch of stuff yesterday. The Rough Riders. He plays for Saskatchewan now, so the Rough Riders beat the Edmonton Elks yesterday. And I'm a Duke Williams fan simply because he was a Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, okay.
I love me some Duke Williams. But anyways, I don't watch, just like you guys don't watch XFL, I don't watch CFL.
Yeah. So with today's game, that was proof positive to show how much this team depends on Kyler Murray and D-Hop to move the chains. I mean,
they don't need Chase Edmonds, but they do need Kyler Murray. And
yes. And, I mean, and the Carolina defense shut down James Conner today too. He only had 39 yards rushing. He did have a touchdown, but he still only had 40 yards rushing.
But here's the thing, and again, this goes back. Kyler Murray's great, dude. He's a wonder. But remember, he's still a small guy.
Hasn't seemed to matter
and
much.
He's going to be susceptible to. He's been susceptible to injuries the last 2 seasons.
It's true too.
Okay, why? Because eventually, it's like Christian McCaffrey. Eventually, the little guy's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, well, he got McCaffrey almost got hurt today too, so he was almost.
You know what I'm saying?
For a couple plays.
And you know what? Have you noticed that since McCaffrey got the one injury, he's starting to get more injuries?
Yeah.
And more injuries. Why? Because the body's breaking down.
But he's only been in the league for what, 5 years, maybe?
And Kyler Murray's already starting to break down. He seems to be injured a lot. Whether it be a shoulder or
was he injured last year? Yeah, he had a shoulder injury last year, didn't he?
Yeah. They went on a losing streak because he couldn't throw the ball.
And this time it's an
he
ankle.
couldn't run because he was afraid they'd hit him in the shoulder.
Right. And this year it's an ankle.
Yeah. So, I mean, the small, fast, quick, speedy quarterbacks are great, but you can't really bet the farm that they're going to be around for a very long time. Let's put it that.
Don't look now. Sorry to say it, John, but Tennessee's the best team in the NFL right now.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
They are the number 1 seed of the AFC.
That don't mean nothing. Okay, and they showed a graphic today about the past
the hottest team in the NFL.
Dude, the past 3 seasons, the Super Bowl winners, 12 games in, were 7-5, 7-5, 6-3. Like, that don't mean crap, man. And the Tennessee Titans are frauds anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I said it.
Frauds.
They're frauds. They're frauds. They're a one-trick pony that had a soft schedule, got super lucky because Josh Allen slipped. That's
soft schedule.
They're soft. Look at
schedule.
them. I say they're soft. They're soft.
Who have they beat the last 5 weeks?
The Jets, or did they lose against the Jets?
No. Let's take
Oh, yeah,
a
the
look.
Jets beat them. Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look. They beat Buffalo.
Which was a slip. Which
Then
was
they
a
beat-
freaking slip.
Then they beat
Like
Kansas
last year?
City.
Like last year?
Oh, last year that was just that, dude. We didn't know we were playing them until 24 hours before.
Okay.
Right. And last year you had that excuse, and this year you had a different excuse.
Yeah, Derek.
They're soft. They're a whack ass team
Okay.
with whack ass fans.
Here's their last.
Oh, don't
2 games.
forget the Music City Miracle too.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh,
That
no,
wasn't a forward pass.
Elliot, what are you
know?
doing, man?
Dude, again, it's kind of like Derek bringing up Aaron Rodgers from 10 years ago being a fantasy stud. Like, that shit is so old to me, man.
I'm just saying.
Shit is so old to me, man.
It sounds to me like ever since Frank Wright beat the Houston Oilers from 35 points down in the playoffs, Tennessee
Love
has
me some
had the
Frankie
Bills
Wright,
number.
man.
Okay, let me run this down for you. Buffalo, Kansas City, Indianapolis, Rams, and now the Saints. 5 in a row against playoff teams.
Okay.
from last year.
Seattle is suspect. The Rams are good. Indy is very suspect, and Kansas City is the biggest suspect team in the league right now.
But they dominated the Rams 28-16.
Yeah, the Rams no joke. Hey, I'll give
You know
the
what?
Rams are no
But you know
joke.
what? But you know what? After losing to Jacksonville, you could have said the same thing about the Bills. Very
Absolutely. The Bills played like crap
There's
last
all
week,
kinds
man.
of suspects going on right now.
And that's the NFL. That's why, like,
There's no
that's
clear
why.
cut.
That's how did we start this conversation when Scott's like, "Don't look now, John, but the Tennessee Titans are the best team." It's like, that's why I started it, because that don't mean crap. Records don't mean crap until the end of the season, and then the playoffs and the seedings. That's what matters.
No, but the Titans lost to the Jets.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So
Derek.
that's
You
what it
didn't
doesn't
lose to
matter.
the
It's all
And the-
doesn't
and the
matter.
Bills
It's any
have it.
given Sunday.
And the Bills
Any
have
given Sunday. You guys are getting me all worked up, man.
and the rest of their schedule runs like this: Houston, New England, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Miami, and Houston. They've got a very soft schedule to end the season with.
Yeah, no, they got a good schedule for
They could
themselves.
have the number. They could end up being the number 1 seed.
Oh, yawn. Oh, yawn.
So, but that Bills Tennessee game in the playoffs is going to be good. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, so we go down to Tennessee and we have more fans in their freaking stadium than they do. You want to know why? Because it's a suspect franchise with loser fans. Thank you.
It's
Like
the
I
Oilers.
have one
We all
buddy
know
who's
it's
a
the
Tennessee
Oilers.
Titans
It's the
fan.
Houston Oilers, right?
Like, have you ever met a Titans fan? Like, someone please show me where they live, because I don't know where they are. Because they're obviously not in Tennessee.
No,
So-
I haven't.
That's what I'm saying. Suspect. Can't say that about the Browns. Can't say that about the 49ers. Can't say that about the Green Bay Packers. Can't say that about the Buffalo Bills. But you can say it about the Tennessee Titans, because I have never met a Tennessee Titans fan.
They live in Houston.
They live in Houston. And now they're relegated to the Texans, right?
Right. Yeah. The Titans are the
No,
Oilers.
they still cheer for the Titans. Have you seen the Texans play?
Jeez. Gag me with a pitchfork and call me Susan.
Yeah. Derek, if you watched the Titans-Ravens playoff game a few years ago at a Titans bar in Chicago, the 20 fans that were there were a blast.
The 20 fans, exactly.
20 fans.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, it's not the quantity, it's the quality, yo. If they make this, you know what? You can get 20 fans that make more noise than 200.
Oh, I agree. I think that's a really valid statement, because now that the Bills are good, it's like, oh, all the bandwagon Bills Mafia to, like, DOA. It's like, okay, well, where were you when they were shit? Where there was Trent Edwards and JP Lossman? Where were you there? Oh, wait a minute. You were cheering for the freaking Patriots. That's where you
Don't
were.
forget, what was the other guy's name? Nate Peterman.
Oh, Nathan Peterman. Oh, that was Mike White today, man. He was the reincarnation of Nathan Peterman today, man. What, 4 picks? Ooh, deadly. Peterman
Adrian Peterson, 8 carries, 21 yards.
Yay, us. Go Edmonton. Yay. Oh, I love Edmonton. Ooh. Sorry.
Well, I guess Ken's not going to make it tonight, but that's all right. He had a perfect opportunity to throw some valid propaganda out there.
Derek must be on vacation or something.
He must, because he's been sticking around.
He's been here. He's just been here, like, throwing darts at me. I love it.
I know.
Tell you what.
I love it. And I like the Packers. Like, I always show the Packers
You know
nothing
what?
but
As long as he's throwing darts at you and not at me for a change, I'm happy. Okay, so
well,
I mean,
I know.
he threw one at me when he came in. He threw one at me when he came in when he said, "Go Browns."
Go Browns.
But that's easy. That's easy. I mean, look at the Browns. Like, it's just such a misery of a franchise. Like, it's like paper bag mask wearing. Like, you gotta
talking about suspect.
Right?
talk about suspect. That's the king suspect team. But see, at least they have fans. At least they have ride or dies, right? Like,
Hey, they're the usual suspects.
they are the they are Kaiser Sose.
Usual suspects. Nice reference.
Yeah.
Had a little unexpected free time. The wife must be watching the kid, or she's out and the kid's out.
Oh, we got another goal. Yay, Edmonton. Oh, God.
Was it Connor?
Sorry. Connor got one. Leon got one. Nuge got one. And then I don't know who this is. Oh, I don't even know. Some fourth line guy just got one. So yay us. I don't know. Yay for us. 4-2.
Shout out to the Bolts.
There we go. Tyreek Hill scored.
Oh.
Look at
So
us.
tonight we got KC Las Vegas. They're on right now. And then tomorrow night.
I need Kittle to go off. I'm down by about 42 points. So Kittle, can you just do something that no other tight end this season has done and put up a 50 burger for me? That'd be great. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Kittle.
You think what's the problem with the Niners, Eliot? Are you following them close or no?
I
mean, they're 3-5. No one expects them to be 3-5.
The problem with the Niners is they can't get cohesive when everybody's freaking getting injured. I mean, they're down. Their number one running back is their third string or fourth string running back.
Yeah.
Who, Eli?
You know what I'm saying? Elijah Mitchell was not even in the picture when the season started. With Raheem Mostert, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Garoppolo was down. Trey Lance ain't ready.
Right.
You know, Brandon Ayuk, who was supposed to be a star, was for some reason in the doghouse.
Explain that to me, because like he had this amazing rookie season, and he's just like what is it? Like Shanahan just doesn't want to play him.
Dude,
like,
was supposed to be stud. Him and Debo were supposed to be the thing. Debo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they just iced his ass out for the first 7 games. or the first 7 weeks, whatever. And again, this is what puts me in a very negative position when it comes to Kyle Shanahan. And all of a sudden, I'm starting to become suspect about John Lynch, too. Okay?
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. They're the ones that, to this day, I still say Shanahan screwed us out of a Super Bowl. We had that game against Kansas City.
Well, I was talking about John Lynch.
And he pulled the same shit he pulled with Atlanta against New England. A fourth quarter total collapse. Totally went away from what got them to a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl and blew it. They were running the ball like crazy. All of a sudden, they want to make Jimmy Garoppolo Joe Namath. You know what I'm saying? No.
John doesn't get that reference.
And I'm just saying, it's the inconsistencies of it all. How many defensive backs have they gotten hurt all year?
Yeah.
You just can't. If you can't keep a solid team, they lost Kittle for how long?
Yeah, he was out a few weeks.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, all last season too, right?
If you can't establish cohesiveness, then you can't really contend. And in order to establish cohesiveness, you got to keep people on the field.
Derek put up a good point. For as much great talk as there is about Shanahan, he's 32-40 since he got there, and 13 of those wins came in 2019.
Yeah. When he should have won the freaking Super Bowl.
Right.
He had that game in his back pocket, just like he had the Atlanta game in his back pocket.
Right.
As defensive coordinator.
Yep.
And in both instances, they went away from what the hell they were doing. Okay. After 3 quarters of playing the best football you could play, you abandon the game plan?
Well, he did the same thing in the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
What's it called? His father was famous. They called him this all that. Shanahanigans.
Shanahanigans.
Yeah, it's a famous saying.
Well, it reminds me of Marty Ball back in the 80s.
Especially in fantasy. He's like Bill Belichick. You don't know who the running back's going to be and this and that. Shanahanigans, dude. It was Shanahanigans that basically put Robert Woods out of the NFL.
Yeah.
With that knee injury. He shouldn't have been playing on that crap-ass field. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And after that, Woods was done. RG3 was history. You know what I'm saying? And
we talking about RG3. Oh, you're talking about RG3. Okay. Yeah, he was actually the offensive coordinator with the Browns for
RG3
back in 2014 when Mike Pedden was the head coach. So I mean, and he's the one that orchestrated that the largest comeback in regular season history. They were down 28-3 at the end of the first half and came back and won 29-28. But he was the offensive coordinator with the Browns at that time.
The only reason Mike Shanahan won a Super Bowl was because he had Terrell Davis and John Elway. Okay? That's it. He wasn't a great coach. Matter of fact, I put Mike Shanahan in the same freaking class as John Gruden when it comes to being coaches in the NFL.
Thank you very much. Well, and
they're not all that cracked up to be.
Well, he proved how bad a coach he was when he's with the Redskins, back in the day when he's with Washington.
Yeah.
Because he was a terrible coach with Washington.
I'm just saying. The Shanahan name has always been notorious for blowing shit.
Name a Super Bowl winning coach that won with bad players.
Bad players on which side of the ball? Because the Baltimore offense in 2000 was shit.
Trent Dilfer, anyone? Trent Dilfer, anyone?
Yeah, the Trent Dilfer Super Bowl where the offense was crap. They don't win that if they. Yeah, they sucked basically, except for that defense.
Same thing with the Buccaneers. The offense wasn't that great.
No, I mean, seriously, You gonna tell me that Trent Dilfer was a great player,
Oh hell no!
but he won a fucking Super Bowl
As a
because
former
of a
Bucs
defense?
fan, as a
Because
former
of a
Bucs fan, I can tell you
defense.
for sure Trent Dilfer was not a great player.
No. Eli Manning was the greatest clutch Super Bowl quarterback of all time against Tom Brady, but
Yeah.
he sucked in the regular season.
Right?
David Tyree, baby. David Tyree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, there's teams that have won with bad players,
Hi,
but
Jamal.
they've had other areas that made
Jamal.
up for it.
You miss Bill's propaganda. You miss me crying in my Browns tears.
Crocodile tears. Yeah.
Yeah, crocodile tears, pretty much. That's what you missed.
That's okay, man. I'm sure you guys will get it sorted out in 20 years.
Big E, you missed that too.
I'm looking forward to that game tomorrow night, though. Should be fun.
Which one? Oh, the Rams game.
Rams and Niners. Yeah.
Hey,
Tonight,
you know
I don't
what?
give a crap.
You know, I knew he was gonna wind up in LA because LeBron was his biggest advocate. Free Odell.
Yeah, free Odell.
They
Yeah,
all
him
came out
and
with
Bron
their
are gonna.
Then they all came out with their T-shirts. Free Odell.
Hey,
I hope he blows it up, and I hope he blows up with the Rams.
I do too. I secretly want Odell because I, again, never been a big fan, but just to stick it to the Browns, like I want him to just have an amazing time in LA. Sorry, Scott. Hey, Scott, can you do me a favor, man? We got like 8 minutes left. I just want you to do me a favor, okay? Oh, yeah, the middle finger. Can you do me a favor, man?
What's that?
Just do me a favor. Can you go and find the top scoring players in the NHL, and then find me the top assist guys in the NHL, and just read out what you
Edmonton. Don't give me this. I mean, they're going to both be on Edmonton.
Oilers,
David and
Let's just for poops and giggles, man. Just go and find the top assists guys in the league, and then the top points guys in the league, and then the goals too. Let's find the top goal scorer in the league too. Let's just read them out.
Sure,
you know, for
I'm sure McDavid is in there somewhere. And
skaters points.
Eichel, whatever.
As far as points, Drysdale has 28 points. Connor McDavid has 25.
Yep. Assists. Now let's read out the assists too. Let's just for poops and goals.
Oh,
you know, you don't even need to get goals because it's Leon number one. But let's
all that to get eliminated in the first round.
Yeah. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, let's see what I can find out here.
That's fine. That's okay. Let's just find assists. Just find assists. Or I'm pretty sure it goes 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure.
Let's see here.
You having trouble there, Scott? You want me to read it out for you, man?
No.
It's amazing things on your phone called apps that you just.
Is there already time to be talking hockey?
Goals. Okay, so here we go. Assist leaders.
Read them out for me.
Connor McDavid 16, Drysdale 14. Total points 28, 25, like I mentioned. Ryan Nugent Hopkins actually has 17 assists.
Oh, look at that.
But
he got a goal tonight. He got a goal tonight.
Oh, Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
So you've got.
He's on Edmonton. Okay, I mean,
damn,
the top three assist leaders are all on Edmonton. So just okay.
Okay, so top goal scorers is Leon Draisaitl.
Draisaitl is first.
Points is Draisaitl.
Eric's going on a diatribe.
Yeah, I know. I was watching this.
He's still trying to make his point about Shanahan.
Oh God!
Do people watch like?
Screw Shanahan.
Yeah,
that's the word of the day. Screw Shanahan.
Well, yeah, but you're talking about Kyle, not.
I'm talking about his dad too.
Okay.
He was an idiot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as goals are concerned, Connor is not number 2, and Draisaitl is not number 1. I don't think.
Yes, he is. Yes,
he is. I'm sorry. I apologize.
And he got another one tonight. So
number 2 is, of course, the ever popular Mr. Alex Ovechkin with 14 goals. I'm sorry, 12
what
goals.
Argument? Who was arguing? Were we having an argument here? I must have missed it.
I think everyone's agreeing with everyone here.
I mean,
I think Derek
we're just
Laughlin
making opinions. We're not arguing about everything.
is starting to lose his mind having arguments with himself.
I know.
Derek,
He really got hurt when I started talking about his boy Aaron Rodgers, right?
Derek, how long are you going to have an argument with yourself?
Yeah. I mean, Connor isn't. I mean, he's got 9 goals, but it's the assist that given him the points. So, yeah, and we knew the answer to the question. You knew the answer to the question before you even asked it. So,
of course, because I just wanted you to recognize greatness that is the Edmonton Oilers. So that's all
just so they can lose in the first round of the playoffs.
It's so nice. Well, listen, you're the king of losing in the President's Trophy winner. Okay, you guys lost to Columbus 4-0, didn't you? We've never done that.
They followed that with back-to-back Stanley Cups, so we won't go.
We've never done that.
Yes,
we had. Well, speaking, 40 years ago, we had back-to-back Stanley Cups. But
didn't you have 4 straight?
Something like that. It was crazy. Early 80s.
Yeah, but that's Gretzky. That was all Gretzky.
Well, Kevin Lowe too. Just if you want to check your, and
on,
Paul Coffey and Mark Messier and Glenn Anderson and Yari Curry. They had a lot of players on the Oilers, man.
Yeah. Remember, hey, don't forget Grant Fuhr.
But see, Grant Fuhr was this is the thing with Grant Fuhr. Grant Fuhr would let in 6 goals a game, but the Oilers would put up 10. Like Grant Fuhr was good, but he was not like the greatest goaltender ever. He just played on an Oilers team that would put up 7 goals a game. So he just had to keep 5, stop 2 to 7. The games close until just had to keep them close.
Kevin Lowe. Shout out to Kevin Lowe for going into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations! Finally got his just rewards.
Who?
Kevin Lowe.
Kevin Lowe. Oh, he's joining the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Oilers. Well, thank you, Derek, for coming by, man. And I love Aaron Rodgers. For the record, I do love Aaron Rodgers. Okay, again, I like the Packers. If I had to pick an NFC team, I would cheer for the Packers.
Aaron Rodgers needs a haircut. Let him know that.
Yeah, the mullet or whatever that flow thing is going on.
It ain't working for him.
Yeah, the John Wick do have to go.
He ain't getting no Goliath moments going on here, dude. He needs to cut the hair to get strong. He don't need to grow it. He was at his best when he had shorter hair, dude.
He did create a meme this year, though, so that was
good. Hippie shit. Tell me get off that hippie shit, yo.
Hey, man, cut your hair, bro. Like, what's wrong with this guy, man?
Probably taking LSD for all we know. Fucking acid trips and shit.
You know how weird this hat is? Do you understand this hat at all?
That's a throwback hat. That's back from the AFL days, isn't it?
No. And this is no one's caught this except for me. And actually my son did. Because I was wearing it, right? And it's from 26 Shirts, which is the Buffalo charity that does all the Buffalo Bills. But what is it? What is this? What logo is this?
I have no idea.
The Bisons?
No. Keep guessing.
Well, it's not your normal Buffalo Bill logo.
No, it's not the Buffalo Bills logo. It's the Buffalo Bills colors.
Right.
Bisons?
No, I already said that.
What logo is that?
Not the Bisons.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's the only other professional sports team in Buffalo, New York.
Sabres?
Yeah. It's the Buffalo Sabres.
That's the Sabres logo?
It's the Sabres logo. Yes. That's their alternate logo.
Yeah.
And it's just because it's the Bills colors. That's why I got the hat. And my son called it out. He's like, when are you a Sabres fan? I'm like, I'm not. He's like, that's like a Sabres logo. I'm like, yeah, I know. But it's
by the way, how excited was Zay that the Atlanta Braves won the World Series? Your son.
Who? Oh, my kid?
Yeah. How excited?
Oh,
he wore the Braves hat, didn't he?
No, he wears Braves hats. He doesn't care. My kid, I just bought him a basketball net today. Him and his brother are dunking on each other. It's great.
This kid, dude, wasn't he like a Braves fan?
No, he's a Cardinals fan. I think Scott just froze.
Not your older kid. I'm talking about the smaller kid. He was wearing a Braves hat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he wears the Braves hat. Yeah, because it's got an A on it. And no, he does. He's. Okay. Scott is totally frozen. This is awesome. I love it. Scott is frozen.
The host is toast.
Yeah, it'll come back. Yeah, it comes back. It never shuts down.
I'm back.
It doesn't shut down.
I'm back.
That's what's cool about Restream. The host can actually get kicked off, but the stream still goes.
You're back
Until
and
you-
we're out.
Yeah, and we're out. And look, he's frozen again.
And the Sam Hill is going on.
That's a sign, buddy. Let's shut it down so I get
All right.
my recording.
Okay. All right.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming to the show. Let's go, Buffalo. Go Bills. No?
Oh, what the hell?